So, Braden, let's talk about the technology that you're displaying here at PowerGen. What can you tell us about the journey that you've been on with FPT, but also the pathway that FPT is going with the engines that they're presenting for this industry?
I think the interesting challenge for me, I've been at the company for 27 years. And when I came over 5 years ago, I said PowerGen's really something that we can be strong at. It's a strength of ours. A lot of people have PowerGen engines that are converted from industrial engines. Ours are purely made just for PowerGen. Focus on the customers, focus on what packagers need. I don't compete against my other guys. I don't make gen sets to sell against them. I'm a packager. I make sure the packagers have what they need. So when you want to buy a loose engine, you want to buy a completely packaged engine, everything for me is custom. I sit down, I understand your journey, I understand your business, and I help you be the best at your business by trying to give you the best technology. When I look at our small lineup of engines, this is the one that started my first of my journey 5 years ago. And if I look at this 3.4 liter, if we say things like having a light EGR, what does having a light EGR do? You have a super small radiator, low heat rejection. If you look at this radiator, people say, Braden, this engine looks like a 2.2. Why is, I said, no, that's when you don't have EGR and you don't have DPF, this is the kind of package size you get. So when you package this, package size, less space, saves the packager money when they have smaller canopies, right?
Right.
When you look at our after treatment up front and you look at this DOC, you'd struggle to find anybody that has a smaller after treatment.
Okay.
Focus on packaging. So that's the smallest. You will see much smaller engines and much larger after treatment. But again, after treatments, smaller the better, right?
Sure, absolutely.
The other thing is about how our after treatments work. When you don't have to do a thermal regeneration with the DPFs, that shuts you down.
Mm-hmm.
When you have to do a regeneration, it's downtime. Mine is always cleaning when it's running and you don't even know it. So I have uptime. I have the most uptime. That helps the customer. But that's thinking about what they want, not what I want in order to just build engines.
Exactly.
It's about what they care about.
Right.
So when you get the best power to size ratio in the industry, which we have across the lineup, that matters. And that matters to the customers.
Sure.
And that's what we focus on in our lineup. If I look at the that's our 3.6 liter, a little bigger engine.
Okay.
When I think about the packaging, 10 millimeters different on the valve cover. Why? Because I want a person to be able to take 40 kilowatts to 105 and have the same canopy.
Okay.
But I think about them because, a lot of our competitors, when you look at other engines, you're going to have 5, 6, 7 different installations. What's the most expensive item on a genset when you have to replace it? The engine. Mm-hmm. So every time you go back to our package and say, oh, I have a new series engine, it's different. What happens is it costs them money.
Sure.
What about another interesting thing for us? We are already stage 5 certified, and our after treatment's the exact same size, the exact installation from tier 4 final to stage 5.
How are you achieving that?
We achieve by having so many patents on that's what we specialize in. 25 years ago, we started with DOC SCR.
Okay.
We perfected it. We own a lot of patents on it. And that's what we specialize in. So when everyone else did DPF first, because that was a cheaper solution,
right?
We took the harder path, and now we're the experts at the harder path.
How does that make a difference in terms of getting their end product to market?
Well, I would say we often use the term quick to market. We're always discussing quick to market, quick to market, because I know that, I think for me, having an engineering background and designing equipment for our sister companies, when you spend 2 years, it's a lot of investment, right?
Absolutely.
So when I come to these new companies, I try to understand that idea too, and understanding how much it costs to change engines, knowing that idea, saying, I want to be quick to market, right? So even the concept of having sales engineers that make sure when, the main feedback is people do the installations, and then they fail sign off. I make sure I have 100% sign off rate because my goal is not to burn the customer's money, right?
Sure.
And having tier 3 and a tier 4 final to have both lines and be equally strong and understanding what's critical, what's important about both lineup. I can also build you an introduction plan that starts out, why not start with a couple easy tier 3s?
Okay.
Get some money in your pocket, get that rolling. Then let's go so we don't start, when I get a new customer, I don't go and start at a C16, the biggest rating. I say, wait a second, but that's really that thoughtfulness of saying, how do we, because again, it's not about what you do in the first year. For me, it's everybody's business plan they give me of saying, Braden, we're missing something. We're looking for some partner. And we have this vision of where we can be in 5 to 10 years. Can you help us?
Talking 5 to 10 years, there's a lot of discussion about what comes next in terms of technology for not just the power generation market, but for a variety of different industries that FPT covers. Can you talk about that?
I think from that standpoint, it's very interesting. I would say, I'm trying to think 3 years ago, I was here and I brought a concept. It kind of looked like a little spaceship, but it was one of my concept engines that was talking about a multi-fuel engine that could run hydrogen, be gas, and also diesel. And when I put it in the booth, it lit up, a little smoke came out, and everybody said, what the heck is this? And it turned out to be one of the biggest attractions of the thing.
Really?
But I brought it to say, we're always thinking of the next step. So if I look at how our company's positioned today, I'm a market leader in Tier 3. I have Tier 4 final technology that I'll explain all day why it's the best. We have Stage 5 already launched around the world. We also have an e-powertrain division that's doing hydrogen membrane. We also have we have a battery division, right? Because we have on-road trucks already running a battery.
Right.
We have the biggest lineup of on-highway gas engines, and now we just took those gas engines and are bringing those to industrial and PowerGen. We also just launched the hydrogen ICE engine. So the thing to me is, I think the real challenge of the future, when I hear from the customers again, is saying, Braden, I meet with another engine guy and they have one choice for me. They say it must be diesel to battery. It must be diesel to hydrogen. I don't know. I'm not good at predicting what's going to happen. But FPT's ideas is we're going to have 4, 5, 6 choices.
So again, providing them with solutions that meet their needs at this present time, but also looking towards longer term.
Correct.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Braden.
You're welcome.